had some score predictions. If you guys watched our preview video, I probably had the most conservative score prediction, if you will, when it came into the game for Clemson. I didn't really trust our offense, and I wasn't really sure how they were going to look coming into the game. They looked pretty good in the first half, right? Clemson's offense looked pretty good in the first half. I think we had like maybe 1 3 and out in the first half. But we looked pretty good. The defense looked they played well. They looked like they came in inspired. They definitely, I believe they heard the noise from last week where they kind of got manhandled, and they did not rise to the occasion last week. I think they definitely heard that noise, and they made a point of pressuring Louisville all night. They gave Cunningham fits in the first half. I know Cunningham didn't play in the second half, but they gave him fits in the first half. He never really got loose. Their running game never really got going. Outside of that first drive where they broke that big run, our defense played pretty well. What was your guys' kind of overall thoughts on the game, and then we'll kind of get into a bit of a breakdown.
Yeah. Once again, just a great win. Good to be back in the win column. I saw a lot of good from both sides. Just, the biggest takeaway is, being able to put away teams. And that's something this team just hasn't really done a whole lot of this season. And that's
doesn't
kind
seem
of what
to be in our wheelhouse.
Yeah. I'm going to stop asking for it because I don't know if this team has that switch it can flip like past Clemson teams had in the past, where they could just they could just put somebody away. But still, the game wasn't really in doubt. They were up comfortably for a lot of the game. They covered the spread, so all in all, can't complain too much. But definitely a lot of stuff to work on.
And to comment on kind of what you hit before we let DeAndre go real quick. It seemed like the defense was doing that, and the offense couldn't close it out quite. I think the defense played especially well in the second half. They think they played pretty well all game outside of a couple drives, but it felt like the defense was doing that, and then the offense, we just couldn't get out of our own way. It would be a turnover or we'd be driving down, looking to kind of stretch that lead and kind of start putting Louisville away and, kind of really, controlling the game. And for whatever reason, like you said, maybe it's just maybe this Clemson team just doesn't have it in them to put teams away. At least that's what it seems so far this season. So I think you're right in that. Go ahead, DeAndre.
I think we played an excellent game. Just a lot of turnovers to clean up. I think we're going to do a lot of that against Miami. Our defense finally got back to being aggressive. I think they're starting to trust the secondary a little bit more. However, we did give up a long runs on 3rd and 12 and twice in the game. I didn't like that, but I thought Barrett Carter played really good. He would have two sacks, 1 interception. He played a heck of a game. I hate that we gave up a last-second touchdown, but, you won by 16 and a half. So that's pretty good. You held the team under 20 points. It's just building. Take it to the next week, play Miami, and then play South Carolina. And, we're talented enough to beat those two teams just like we're talented to beat Louisville. But nice to see the defense get more aggressive and just start giving up long runs. There's a lot of stuff to clean up.